Streamer. Powered by Streamer. Stream your podcast, stream your story, stream yourself. Try it free at streamr.nyc.
Welcome to the Daily Bag Podcast, and my name is Tommy Israel. As you may know, my mother didn't give me that name. I gave myself that name with the hope that I could live by it, stand by it, and when it's all said and done, I lived up to it. So let's get right down to it. Today is February 1st, and January 2019 is gone. It's gone. It can't come back, and there's nothing that we can do about it. I had noticed how fast that month was going, man. I said, yo, this is not a joke. It gave me early implications that 2019 will be a year that will take no prisoners. That if you're not on your job, it's just gonna roll right over you. 2019 showed me that it will be a year for the good and the great and the below average and those who just ain't even trying to keep their head above water. It's going to drown you. It's going to be a year that you could ride a wave with. It's giving clear indications already. It's going to be a year that you could get up on a wave and ride that wave. But if you're not on your goals and you're not focused, 2019 is going to be a year to wipe you right out because it's not playing, man. Look, January is gone already. I could get my first month in review for this podcast. And with that, I would say, I would start off, if I was giving a month in review for January, I would start off and say thank you. I would say thank you to the people that listen, my friends, my family, that take the time out of their busy schedule and say, let me see what this boy is up to. Let me see what he's talking about today. And listen, I would like to say thank you to them. And to all the people that I don't know that listen, even though I say this is a podcast where it's that is geared towards a conversation with myself in the hope that I can inspire others, because what I'm doing is trying to inspire myself and motivate myself. This is why I have these conversations. You know, the pure motivation of myself. It's really like when I first started, I said, this is to save my life. When I said that, if you know my whole story, if you know my backstory, my front story, and you'll understand why I said this podcast was to save my life and how I meant it and how it's been. And I have to say, I'm happy with the results so far, what it's been doing for me mentally and spiritually. I'm not even worrying about or thinking about financially. That's the furthest thing from my mind. But I would like to say thank you to the people that listen. Thank you to my family, especially to me, Tommy Israel. I'm proud of you, bro. You went and you gave yourself about 17 episodes. You gave yourself about 16, 17 episodes in the month of January. And you had no excuses. You had no excuses. You ain't said about no microphones, you ain't said about no lights, you ain't got this, you ain't got that. You just gave it your all. So in a month review, I had to say, as far as that podcast goes, you got 17. Okay, next month let's gear it up for 20. You know what I'm saying? So I'll give you a passing grade as far as podcasts go. But with that January overall has been a great month for me. You know, it has been a great month for me. I mean, I'm not going to say it's the greatest month I ever had in my life, but I can say it's been a January, one of the better Januaries I had in a long, long time, man. I think by far January of last year might be ranking in my top two worst Januaries in my life, and I had some tough years, man. I mean, one day I'll be able to be comfortable with telling the whole story, but last January, I got a 40, bro. A 40, man. And that's being generous. If I had to give myself a grade, I'd give it a 40. So be grading myself at 80 this year it's an accomplishment, man. Now, we know we got to reach the summit. We know we got to reach our best potential, our full potential. We got time. We talking about 1 month into the year. You know what I'm saying? This January, I was on my workout. You know what I'm saying? Not going to no gym or nothing like that, but just like that staying physically fit. We talking about 500, 600, 700 push-ups, sit-ups, dips, pull-up bar. Just staying fit. You know what I'm saying? Even if it took a hard, strenuous, pure 15 dedicated, full, no-break minutes workout, we got it done. And that got a passing grade. And this month, I really can say that I've been in tune. And it's a lot of months that I've been in touch, but I ain't been in tune. I can really say in January I was in touch and I was in tune, man. You know, it's been a good month. I gotta follow up though, because successful people make good decisions over a long period of time. If I have a horrible February because of my doing and my behavior and my poor decision making, what good is there having a good January? What good is it? Right? So it's key that I had an okay January, I had a good January, but how can we have an outstanding February? That's the goal. That's what we should be looking at. How can we have an outstanding February? But January was okay, and I'm happy, man. I'm happy, man. I'm coming out of a dark place, man. You know, I'm coming out of a dark place, man. So to be getting some kind of light, it gives me the momentum, man. It does give me the momentum, and I'm proud of you, Tom. You really, you at this podcast thing. You're doing what you're supposed to do. You're working hard. I mean, you really working hard, man. I think in January we broke records far as considering hours worked. You know what I'm saying? Hours worked. Now, I'm not saying that I made the most money financially. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is hours worked that I had to do. That I had people counting on me and I had myself counting on me because I put myself these standards, these extreme standards that I had to get it done. And to make them reach those goals or momentum. Those create great momentum. Now, February, I don't know if I want to try to go at that record again. I'll go a little less. So if I was doing like averaging 90 hours a week, I'm going to bring it down to a little 85. You know what I'm saying? And try to do something more productive. Like, because sometimes busy doesn't always mean you being more productive. I'm working harder, but am I working smarter? And I think there's much room for me to be able to work smarter. I think, I just wanted to give this month in review just to tell myself that I'm proud of you, kid, man. January was a good month, man. You was in touch and you was in tune, man. That's okay, and kind of really needed that, man. You needed that opportunity to start the year off like that, because the year had started off not so good. It had started off in a horrible. Not horrible, I'm exaggerating, I'm stretching it. It was a tough situation where, as far as when the ball dropped, I was standing in the rain. Stuck, because somebody at my job said they was okay on staff and cut me short. And in the middle of Times Square, so I'm standing in the middle of Times Square in the rain, because you can't move. There's 100,000 people. Police is not letting nobody move until that ball drop. And I was standing there in the rain falling on me, and it's cold, and I'm around all these drunk people, and my mind is somewhere else, and I'm trying to wait for this half an hour for this ball to drop. And that was not the way that I want to bring my New Year's in. But you know what? I got through that, and I pressed the restart button, because I didn't want give that person the power to let him dictate. He already dictated my financial situation. He already kind of got under my skin, so he was dictating my mental health. But I couldn't let him dictate no further than that day, no further than that ball. Because once that ball dropped, I had to switch it all around. I told myself, this is the reason. I'm glad this happened to me, because this is the reason why you can't have nobody in control of your success, of your future. And it gave me a lesson as I rolled that train back to that shelter. Right back to that shelter. I said, it had me thinking. And I think that gave me the drive to start the January off to where I got where I am at today. And that's why sometimes it's good that you go through these tough situations, because sometimes you just never know, bro. You got to find reasoning in those tough situations. You got to find reasoning in those tough situations. With that, I'm clear, man. I just want to say, for as January, we got a grade of 80. We're going to give a generous grade of 80, man, for January. That's the money review. Could have went deeper, but I'm at work and I'm not even on break. I'm sneaking this in so I can get it in. A lot of things going around. I'm trying to keep my focus. But for far as January, we give ourselves a grade of 80 for the month of January, and with the potential to try for the month of February to rise up a little, make sure that we 1% better each day in the month of February. With that, I'm gone.